Previously on Drag Showdown.
Last week I was safe. I'm happy about it. Allison's gone. China's gone. I'm not complaining.
Tensions can get high sometimes. I'm not gonna name any names.
I'm scared for who's gonna go home because I'm gonna cry no matter what.
Last Staine, I'm sorry, but you will be lip syncing. Chestnut, congratulations. You're the winner of this week's challenge. Kryptonite, I'm so sorry, but you will also be lip sync. Last Staine, you're safe, and we'll be advancing on into the next episode.
Until the reunion. Bye.
Welcome to the most aesthetically pleasing competition on YouTube. The winner of the competition will receive a prize package courtesy of Pretties For Your Face, 3 mixes provided by Robin from Human Resources, and a fan art drawing of their drag character.
So, it is week 4 in the Drag Showdown house, and I am very excited to be here, even though some unfortunate events happened last week. I am still alive, I'm still kicking, and you know what? What's done is done. So, I just need to make sure that I do this challenge correctly.
Unfortunately, Crypto was sent home last week. I'm very upset, very confused. I love them. I'm shocked, actually. I feel like everyone I get close to ends up getting kicked off. I was getting really close with Allison. I was getting really close with Crypto.
I want to take a minute to remember my fallen sister, Kryptonite.
It was just sad to see like my friend go. A lot of my closest friends ever.
I'm really sad because Crypta has been one of my good friends throughout this competition, and to see them gone, it's just really like disheartening. I understood that someone had to go home and it was like just their time, you know?
I was sad to see Crypto go. I don't think that they deserved to go that episode. I really liked their bunny look. I don't think it was like a top 3 look, but I definitely don't think that they deserve to be bottom 2.
Crypta's look was by far better and definitely more kawaii than a lot of other people's looks. But I'm not shady, so I'm not going to say who.
Skarlett last week, I was surprised that Skarlett wasn't in the bottom. I love Skarlett, she is my sister, but that look was a no. It was bra and panties, like Jasmine Masters was probably having like a brain aneurysm.
I'm sorry, but wearing like Mickey Mouse ears, doing emo girl eyeliner, and like putting like fake chest hair on doesn't make you a panda.
Okay, I made it to week 4, 1 week longer than I stayed last season, so I mean that's a plus. I've honestly tried to stay confident. I'm just not happy with my progress. I honestly feel like I'm never going to win a challenge or score high and have it feel validated. And because I'm a returning queen, I feel even more of a huge pressure to like prove to everyone that like I deserve to come back.
As much as I love Glass, I think she deserved bottom 2. It was kind of a thrown together look. It was pretty just hot glue and cotton on a t-shirt dress. I guess we all gotta step it up.
Also, for any people watching Drag Showdown, leave Glass alone! Leave her alone. She's a sweetheart and y'all torture the poor girl. Oh my god, she did this. Oh my god, she sent Crypto home. Oh my god, she scored safe in the she scored top in the second. Leave her alone. I love Glass. Leave the poor girl alone.
I want people to like me and I want to stand out, but I just feel like I'm not doing that.
I'm happy with being safe the first week because kawaii is not something that I like, and anime and all that. Oh my god, wait, I need a wee. Oh my god, I'm having a wee in the bath. Kawaii and anime, like all that kind of thing is not really me, so unlike some people, I don't mind challenging myself and doing something and going out of my comfort zone. It took ages to actually build the peacock tail.
I am so proud of Oxygen. I think that look was a great introduction to Drag Showdown, and I'm just really happy that she's here.
Good morning, everyone. I won the challenge last week, and that's fucking lit. I spent a lot of time working on that outfit, and it didn't get explicitly said in the episode last week, but I made the entire thing except for the shoes. I'm really glad that I won because, I mean, first of all, that's a win, and second of all, it like shows that I'm competition.
It was deserving in every way. Like, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
It's not something like anyone was shocked by because Chestnut did the best, and we all knew that she would do the best.
Happy for Chestnut, happy that I was in the top 3.
The other 2 people in the top were Nemesis and I, and that was really deserved in my opinion as well. Not only because I'm a cocky bitch, but Nemesis was one, adorable, 2, the cosplay was so cute, and the makeup was fantastic.
I know everyone's probably gonna read me in their confessionals like, oh my god, why was Nemesis in the top 3? She was just a cat.
I found it funny that last week Nemesis came for me saying that she didn't think I deserved my win. I don't think she deserved to be top 3. I think there was a lot of really cool looks last week, and hers just wasn't one of them, so sorry. I didn't see a lot of effort from that look. I'm not one to talk, but it was basic. It was a bodysuit. It's the same thing she's been doing all season. It's, you know, her promo look was a black bodysuit. Her week 1 look was no outfit at all. And her week 2 look was another bodysuit. So
It's episode 4, and I've been safe every single episode so far. Really been letting myself down, I think. I just really want to do well this episode, because it kind of sucks to be safe over and over and over again, because eventually that'll be bottom, and then bottom 2, and then I'll be gone. So, I don't know, I just don't want to live out that cycle. Like, that's so boring. I'm still here, and I just really want to do well, so I'm gonna try my best.
I find it a little sad that the House of Sobbing is like the House of Flopping now, because we've done absolutely god-awful in this competition so far. It's just hard to compete when some of these bitches turn out like these super elaborate looks, and you have like a day to turn out your look. When you're really proud of what you did in that amount of time, and you think your look is actually pretty decent for that amount of time, to see like the whole cast kind of just put you down and say that you're going to be in the bottom wasn't really like the best feeling in the world.
I'm not really sure where I stand in this competition right now. I feel like a lot of people are kind of making fun of me for being like just barely making it by. But I mean, there's only been 3 challenge wins so far, and I have one of them. So I'm not really sure why so many people are trying to say that I'm like being carried through the competition. I have like the 3rd best track record as of right now. So, bitch, where?
I'm just really excited now to actually go straight into the competition and to really focus on me and focus on winning, well, focus on doing the best I can with the challenges that I'm given. You know, being safe is fine the first week, but now it's getting closer and closer to the finish line, and I've only been here for 2 episodes, so I have to make sure I really step my game up.
I did good last week, but it was safe, so Liddy diddy, but I want to be high, I want to win something, to prove that I can contend.
Blink is statistically doing the worst right now, and I'm really worried for her, because, you know, I think that she deserves to be here. I think that she deserves to make it far. I think she's been doing great, but the judges don't see it that way, and if she doesn't excel in this challenge, she might be the next to go.
I don't know, I'm just like not feeling the race. Like, I don't know, I feel like if I'm not gonna like do well and I'm just gonna like half-ass it every week, why should I be doing it, but I do know that I want to be here and I want to win a challenge because I want to show all these bitches I'm good. You know, I just want people to know, like, I'm a contender. I mean, if Obscura can win a challenge, so can I, so...
This week, I'm not so confident. I'm not quick and witty. I mean, I'm going to try my best, but I'm not going to say it's good. And I'm not going to say that I'm proud of it.
Girls are dwindling out. Like, granted, it's only been a couple weeks, but, like, we've had how many people leave? 4 already? So, like, competition's on.
Being safe so much really lit a flame under my ass. It's coming down to, like, that point in the competition where the front runners are all gonna start coming out of the regular crowd or the safe crowd, and like before long that time is gonna be up and the front runners are already gonna be figured out and the filler queens are gonna be figured out, and I don't want to be a filler queen. I want to be a front runner.
I feel like a lot of queens in the competition seem to just automatically put me in the bottom. Like, in their head, like, I'm the new Ebony boss, because, like, in their head, they're just like, alright, I don't have to try that hard, because Phoebe's just gonna be in the bottom.
My goal in this competition was to win at least one challenge before getting eliminated or making it to the top. And I won the first challenge, so now my goal is to win another. I just want to make sure that I am in the top 3, because I really do care about this competition, and I do care about being in this competition.
Per tradition of Phoebe, then Matt, you know, I think it's a little bit cold in here, so I think I need something to warm my arms.
Hi, I'm Mars, and I'm the prettiest and smartest girl here.
Hi, I'm here to read the girls of Drag Showdown. I just smoked like 10 Xanaxes, so I'm like so ready to go.
Hi, I'm Phoebe St. Jefferson, captain of the debate team, president of the National Honor Society and class of 2020. And I make a mean cherry pie.
1 second.
So let me tell you about
The girls
Of
Drag
Showdown.
Annie, you are so sweet. The audience loves you. You're like the cherry on top of this competition. And the whipped cream. And the ice cream. And the chocolate topping. You're overweight.
Annie's okay. Is she? Is she okay? She doesn't look okay.
Annie's okay.
Annie, you made a GoFundMe for DragCon, but I think you should have made it for a corset.
I guarantee that every other queen is going to talk about how Annie is okay, but let me tell you that she isn't, and she smells bad too.
Annie's okay. That little piggy thinks she's winning. Not by the hairs on her neck.
Annie's okay. In week 1, you wore a box on your head. In week 2, you wore a box on your body.
Now, in case you don't know, Blink changed her name a while ago, but I don't get why. I think that Lacking McQueen would be much more fitting, considering how lacking you seem to be every single week on the runway.
Blink, I'd rather get shot in the head than to see you wear that purple dress again.
Blink, are you lost?
Blink, your name is ironic, because in the time it takes me to blink once, you'll be out of this competition.
I don't really dislike Blink, and I really admire what she's doing for the autistic community.
Blink, you're so small and stumpy. I was really expecting when Allison went home that you would spring up and start singing Ding Dong the Witch is Dead.
Blink, it's fitting your name is Blink, because you look like you did your makeup with your eyes closed.
Blink, you know, your makeup is beautiful and creative and really unique. Have you thanked Lennox for it yet, though?
Chestnut, I'm getting real tired of the I'm innocent act. You know your name is Chestnut because you let them jizz all over your tatas.
Chestnut, your nutshell might be pretty, but girl, it sure is hollow.
And since we're on the topic of irrelevancy, let me talk about Chestnut. Chestnut, if it were up to me, your name would be Bob. Why? Because that's the only fucking hair you seem to own.
Chestnut fits this competition.
Chestnut, it's funny that nut's in your name because from all your grinder experiences, you never seem to make guys nut.
Chestnut, we know you're colorblind, but judging by your looks, are you just blind?
Chestnut, being a squid in the animal challenge is about as fishy as you're ever going to get. If you're a feminist, then why do you do women so dirty every week?
Chestnut, girl, please learn how to talk. I know your name is Miss Nuts, but you don't need to show them on the runway every week.
Let's talk about the returning queen. Glass, I love the flannel you're wearing. Now, we record these things beforehand, so I don't actually know that you're wearing a flannel, but I can safely assume that you probably are. Anyways, I just wanted to take a minute to tell you every single thing I've loved about your performance so far on this season.
In most cases, glass cracks and breaks under pressure, but apparently she also eats.
So the next girl that I want to talk about is Glass. Girl, I'm sorry, but I agree with Ebony when she said that t-shirts weren't going to carry you through this competition. And neither will those white sneakers, or that corset, or your facial hair. Sorry, girl.
Glass, your outfits are just like your name, and not strong at all. Oh my god, shot time? Okay. Shots. Oh my god. This marijuana is strong.
Glass, your looks really kill me. No, but seriously, I want to leave a red stain in my shirt.
Glass Staine, Ebony Boss said t-shirts won't carry you through the challenges. Here's a tip, neither will hot glue.
Miss Glass Staine, you did great with your shock art look. The only thing more shocking is the fact that you're still in this competition.
I'm going to get really serious for a second about my good friend Mars. Now, I've known Mars a very long time, and I just wanted to express my love and support and respect for her struggle during the Vogue challenge. She kept pushing on and practicing and got the choreography down even though she was clearly on tranquilizers the entire time. I love you, Mars.
I'm gonna come out and say it. Mars, her personality is flat. But not as flat as Nemesis wigs.
Mars, I get that you're dating the captain of the football team. It's okay to borrow his sweater, sweetie, not his shoulders.
Mars, stay away from this competition, girl. Literally, like, really far, like, as far as the actual planet.
Mars, I would say you were around week 1, but I guess that's just karma for all the shoplifting you used to do. Tee.
You remind me of a really famous Drag Race girl, Derek Barry, because of how often you escape the bottom two.
Mars, you really want to be fishy, but sweetheart, the box goes on your crotch, not your body.
Mars, with that beautiful makeup and the long flowing wigs. You remind me of Rapunzel. Except, instead of laying down your hair, you let down everyone around you.
And now I'd like to talk about my good sister Nemesis. Now, I've known Nemesis a long time, and if there's one thing that I'm sure about her, it's that she never stops talking about video games. Nemesis, if you were a video game, you'd be rated E for embarrassing.
Nemesis. I don't know what's less impressive, your looks or your IQ.
Next, I want to talk about my best friend Nemesis. Girl, we all love you, we're all friends with you, and we all have your back. But if each and every one of us can have your back, the least you could do is paint your own.
Nemesis, not mine, bitch.
Nemesis, you're just like Twink. You like copy other people's homework. But like, unlike Twink, you're not gonna win.
You know, I sure am glad that Nemesis in the cast. I always knew Chucky from Rugrats was gay.
Nemesis, your moves remind me of an iconic drag race girl. Naysha Lopez.
And let's not forget to give a nice shout out to our new queen. And she has a very unique name too, Oxygen. It's really nice. It's the 8th element on the periodic table, which is funny because that's where she's going to place in this competition.
Oxygen, another misleading name. You smell so bad like caca, I can't even be around you. I can't even breathe.
Helium. I mean, oxygen. Who are you?
Now enough with those stupid names. Let's talk about my high school sweetheart, Oxygen. Now I know, I'm beautiful, I'm perfect, I take your breath away. So go ahead and just put that oxygen mask back on. And leave it on. For a long time. And don't take it off. You're good that way.
Oxygen, put that gas mask away. You're not leaving me breathless.
Oxygen, you remind me of when I used to take chemistry class, but do you really have the elements to win this competition?
Oxygen, you didn't have to speak to let us know you were from the UK. All you had to do was smile.
Oxygen, when you first entered this competition, you were a breath of fresh air. But now, your personality needs CPR.
Let's talk about Phoebe. Now, Phoebe, each week your runways are a little bit less than impressive, but what I will say is very impressive is the size of your tuck. I cannot take my eyes off of it when you're walking down the runway. Your tuck is thicker than a Snicker, or as Annie likes to call it, breakfast.
Phoebe. I'm sorry, girl. It gets better.
Phoebe St. Jefferson. I'm like really smart, right? But like, I still can't figure out how it's possible the more makeup you put on, the less pretty you actually are.
Now Phoebe, the irony in your name is actually probably my favorite. Seeing as that you got your name from a fish, but when you're in drag, you are literally the farthest thing from fish. No, seriously, why do you look more like a woman when you're out of drag? I don't get it.
Phoebe St. Jefferson. I had when your mom dropped you off at school. She got fined for littering.
Phoebe, your makeup transformation is just like Salem's Run on season 1. Not strong at all. God, I could so totally go for like pills right now, like LSD, like, and like acid maybe. Like, where's the bleach?
Phoebe, you're so right. You were totally robbed week 1 from not being in the bottom 2.
Phoebe St. Jefferson. You know, you call yourself the coolest girl in 3rd grade, and I do agree with that, but only because you've had 13 years of practice.
Skarlett Vain, you say that your drag character's a whore. Does she prefer to suck dick with her mouth open or through the gap in her teeth? Okay, I'm sorry. I actually am sorry. I didn't want to say that read. I was worried that it was going to be going in on you much too hard, Skarlett. But then again, you're probably used to people going in on you too hard.
Skarlett is very mature. Just like my abuela, my grandma. And just like my abuela, she won't be with us for much longer.
A vein is a vessel carrying blood from capillaries toward the heart. Skarlett Vain, on the other hand, is just barely carrying herself through this competition.
Now I want to talk about Skarlett Vain. Skarlett. The only thing I can think of is the fact that you're from Canada. And frankly, that's the only thing I want to know about you.
Skarlett Vain, remember, down the road, not across the track.
Skarlett, people call me the panty queen, but what have you been wearing for the last 3 weeks? That's right, a bra. That was that true tea, hunty. Why do people drink that for fun?
Skarlett, rumor has it that you go to the store, buy your clothes, and then return it. But did you really have to get it from the discount rack?
Skarlett Vain, you say you're not a comedy queen, then why does your mug serve Joker every week?
Hello everyone, Crystal Ball here. Welcome to episode 4 of Drag Showdown. For this week's runway, the girls got to meet for their 20-year high school reunion. Let's see how they did. First up is Annie Sokae.
For her 20-year reunion, she's coming back pumped, plucked, nipped, and untucked because I was too lazy to tuck this week. She went from bitchy teen to Jocelyn Wildenstein, and honestly, she's feeling the fantasy.
Next on the runway is Blink.
So for my runway this week, I wanted to give you very bitch, after 20 years of schooling, she got rid of that ugly little I'm itchy, I want to drink alcohol thing, and she became a spy. She got her morals up. And I'm really feeling this runway. Teehee, bye.
Coming up is Chestnut.
Hold on, just a second. Oh my god, it's work. I have to take this. Hello? Well, it better be important if you're calling me at this time of night. Oh, that's all? Well, then take care of it. I have to go deal with this incompetent idiot.
Next on the runway is Glass Staine.
Little Miss Glacita got in a really bad fight with her boyfriend, and girl, you know where it went from there. She still showed up to her high school reunion though, because a bitch owes her money. Bang bang, my cholo shot me down.
Coming up is Mars.
You can call me Professor Mars. I've still got my brains, I've still got my gap, and I'm still way prettier than you. I'm just here to pass out my grades. Oh. And don't worry, I didn't forget your man. She's beautiful, she's educated, she looks like Rosalind Franklin. She's scientifically stunning.
Next up is Nemesis.
This week on the runway, my girl is showing up to the reunion in just a nice, simple gown. She wanted to tan for the reunion, but fell asleep in the sun, so she's burnt, mama.
Next on the runway is Oxygen.
My schoolgirl character, unfortunately, isn't alive like all of my classmates. But she still managed to make the reunion, even if she did have to come all the way down from heaven. I look like God's wife.
The next queen on the runway is Phoebe St. Jefferson.
So after I gave up all my dreams of being a professional politician, I decided to be the world's best soccer mom. My kids are #1 in the States, and hold a second, why the fuck is my kid on the bench? I'm serving you. Can I speak to the manager? Realness.
And last but not least is Skarlett Vain.
Skarlett dropped out of school to become an Instagram model, and it didn't quite work out. Now, she's selling her body outside Sephora just to save up for highlighters and lip kits. Don't worry about the herpes sores though. She's doing a glam glow mask later, and they should totally clear up.
Hello everyone, it's me, Mayhem, Finnish, and as Crystal may or may not have already told you guys, I am dropping from Drag Showdown. First off, I want to say that keeping your momentum and drive in this race is really challenging and taxing on you. This race does take a long time, and it asks a lot of you to keep that momentum and to keep that drive throughout the weeks. I already felt the competition waning on myself. I owe it to my contenders, and I owe it to the people who enjoy seeing what I do to produce quality content to the standard that people hold me to. In saying that, I must bid adieu and drop out so I can create quality content. Now, this isn't goodbye. I do have my own YouTube channel, Matt and Finnish. You can little self-promotion there. I'm excited about getting back to my YouTube videos, my own productions. I hope that by leaving Showdown, I can be the queen that those of you have an interest in. And I'm really glad I was a part of Drag Showdown history. Good luck to the other girls, and I will see you guys at...
What is it? What is it?
The reunion. Oh, one last thing before I go. Forever. In the beginning of the competition, I was told not to edit my videos, runways, confessionals, anything like that. So I figure since this is my last time, I'm gonna edit the fuck
of cop.
Out of it. Thank you guys for watching, and
If I call your name, you are safe and will be advancing to the next episode. Annie Sokae, Chestnut, and Skarlett Vain.
Thank you.
Let's start with Blink. Blink, you are one of the ones who made me laugh the most. You really were dedicated with your character, and you stayed in character the entire time, and you really pushed it. I didn't see you break character once. You were just very dedicated to this character that you had created, and I liked that your reads weren't just generic reads that could apply to anyone. It was very specified to that one person, which I thought made it even funnier. So I think you did a very good job this week.
Oh my god, that means so much to me.
I liked your runway this week. It was very different from what I've seen from you, and I think you really excelled this week, so I want to wish you congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Glass.
Hello.
Glass, I just don't know about this week. I appreciate your character choice. I appreciate that you did make a character. You didn't go full enough with it.
Okay.
It wasn't a character. It was Glass as this character that you created. It wasn't a completely separate thing like everyone else did with their characters that they made.
Okay.
I just wish that you had pushed it further, and the jokes your delivery wasn't there. It wasn't, you did have a few liners that made me chuckle, but it just wasn't anything that was really, nothing extraordinary, I'm sorry to say. I just wasn't impressed by this week.
Alright.
Hi, Mars. Your performance this week was really, really good. I laughed, and you had this very dedicated character that just, the movements and the sayings that you did, it just made it funny even when you weren't saying something funny, which I really appreciated.
Thanks.
You brought this character to life and just were very dedicated with it, and I love this runway transformation. I think you did very excellent with that, and very good job this week.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Nemesis. I'm sorry to say I think you fell a little flat this week. Your runway choice was something different. I wasn't expecting this. That's really neat. The problem for me was the jokes fell flat. They didn't really make me laugh like I wanted to. Your joke delivery was a bit off. I think you need to work on that a little bit, and I don't know, I wasn't impressed by this week, I'm sorry to say. Hi, Oxygen. You look exceptionally beautiful tonight.
Thank you.
The only problem was I wasn't impressed during the performance. Your jokes didn't land every single time, and when they did land, it was the same problem with the other two contestants. They could have been applied to anyone, and the jokes were a little too short at times, so you didn't really get that timing thing to really digest the joke and really get it, and it's the same thing. I just wasn't impressed this week.
Thank you, Crystal.
Hi, Phoebe. I'm happy to see you finally in the top. That's awesome. You did very well this week. I was very impressed with the performance. The jokes were very customized to that one person that I wanted to see. And you just had this third grade character who was you were dedicated to this character, and it's very Phoebe, and a lot of the jokes landed, and it just was very cool to see, and I like your runway choice this week. I thought that was funny, so.
I really tried hard to step out of my comfort zone this week, you know, being so glamorous all the time and all.
It's nice to see you excelling this week. Congratulations. Blink.
Crystal Bull, shut the fuck up, you shady hippo.
Congratulations, you're the winner of this week's challenge.
Thank you.
Phoebe St. Jefferson, Mars, you two are safe.
Thank you.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you so much.
Glass Staine, I'm sorry to say that you will be lip syncing. Nemesis, you're safe. I'm sorry to say that this means that Oxygen, you will be lip syncing.
I seriously don't think I should be in the bottom two. Like, I'm actually really pissed off. I think other girls have done a lot worse than me, especially when it comes to the runway. Like, a lot of them just don't have the to my level, I don't think.
I'll have to admit that this was a very difficult decision to make. Oxygen, you have survived this lip sync, and you will be progressing on into the next episode. Class, this is just I'm at a loss for words. I've been your friend for so long, and seeing you progress from season 1 into season 2 and even farther than that, it's been a fun ride, and I'm excited to see what you bring for us in the future. I really was hoping you wouldn't have to go this soon because I was excited to see what you were going to bring, but I guess this week just kind of tripped you up, and it's hard, but someone has to go home, and I'm sorry to see that it has to be you. I was really hoping that you would progress a little bit longer, but hey, you made it farther than you did on season 1, so that's amazing, and don't let this hold you back. You are worth so much, and don't let this get to you.
At least I stayed another week than I did last season. Thank you, Crystal, for giving me this opportunity again and giving me a chance to show what I have. Thank you to all the girls for being so supportive. I had a great time competing with all of you, and I'm sad to go, but it's my time, I guess. Okay, bye.
You really mean the world to me, and I love you, and I can't wait to see what you bring for us after this competition.
So, I got eliminated. I'm gonna try to not be too upset. I just didn't want to leave on a look that I wasn't 100% proud of. That was my biggest fear in this competition. And I haven't been proud of everything I turned out, but I hope in time that I could grow to be. I had such a good time competing with all of you and getting to know you guys more and gaining some new friendships, and I'm just really upset to go, but you can see more of me if you follow me on Instagram @glassstaine.